Hello and welcome to this video where we are going to use our tall Crud generator package, and we are going to create a listing along with the add and edit form for each of the record. We will also make sure that we are able to validate all the fields that we have selected in our add and edit form. So this is the view where we are going to ultimately display our Livewire component, and if we go to our product model, it has got a belongs to relationship with a brand. We can ignore these two relations for now. We are only focused on the brand relation. So let us see how we can generate this Livewire component. We are going to go to our config page, and here first of all I'm going to enter our model, and on the second step, I am going to keep the primary key features as it is. We want to display the ID in the listing, and we also want to make it sortable. And then I'm going to make sure that all these features, add model, edit model and delete model, are selected, because we are going to need all of these features. So let us now go to the next step, and here I'm going to select all the fields. These fields would be displayed in the add edit form as well as in the listing. So if I select the name, I want it to be available in the listing, and I also want it to be available in the add form as well as the edit form. Similarly, I'm going to select the price and SKU, and all these fields I want in listing as well as in the add edit form. And then I have the status field. I do not want this status field in the listing, but I want it in the add form as well as the edit form. If you want, we can also give a label to it, otherwise it will select on its own. So we see that we have this attributes button. So if I click on this button, we can select the validation as well as the field type. You can type in the validation, or you can even select one of these popular validation. For the name, I'm going to give required minimum of 3 and maximum of 50. If you have any other validation, you can type them over here. So let us save this one. For the price, I'm going to give a required as well as numeric, and I'm going to keep the field type as input. And for the SKU, I'm again going to use required and minimum validation. For the status, I'm going to change this to checkbox, and I'm going to keep everything else as it is. So let us click on save. Now we have saved all the fields. However, we also need to save the brand. In order to save the relation fields, remember we have this relationship between the product and the brand table. So in order to save the related fields, we need to go to the next step, this fourth step. So let us go to our next step, and over here we are going to select this belongs to, and there we can add a relation. So I'm going to select the brand, and then we can make sure whether we want to show it in the add form or edit form. I'm going to show it in the both forms, and then we need to select the display column. So I'm going to select the name. So this is the column which would be shown in the drop down of the add and the edit form. So let us click on the save. If you want to display the brand name in the listing, we can use the eager load relation, and I'm going to select the relation as brand, and going to select the name, which is the column I want to display in the listing. So this was optional, but we went ahead with it. So let's go to the last step, and here we need to enter the name of the Livewire component. I'm going to call it products, and then we get this code which we can put in our view file. So let us paste it over here, and now let us go to our listing, and there we go. We have got the listing of the products with all the fields that we selected. And if we click on the create new button, we have got the forms with all the fields that we selected. And if I click on save, we get all the validations as well. And remember, for the name we had a minimum of 3 validation, minimum of 3 characters, so that is also supported. So now let us add a new product and see if it is saving or not. I'm going to give a name, price, SKU. I'm going to keep it active, and then I'm going to select a brand. So if I click on save, we see that we get a success message, and if I sort it, we see that listing has also been updated. We can of course edit it, and during edit as well, all the validations would be applied. So let us update the product and click on save. We get the success message and we see that our product has been updated. So that is how we can use the package to generate the add and edit form.